Nagbabalik po ang Frontliners and with all the recent news, naapektuhan ba ang relasyon ng Georgia at Pilipinas? Of course, you hear this terrorism issue. I don't know if Georgia has the same problems with maybe the fundamentalist Muslim side. No? So anong naririnig natin?
Fortunately, Georgia doesn't have any problems like that. Georgia is an Orthodox Christian country, predominantly. There is a small Catholic population, very small. Also a very small Jewish population, but majority Orthodox Christian. So it's a very homogeneous society. Although across the border, from the Caucasus Mountains, you go across the border, that's where you have Chechnya and all those, rather unstable regions.
Unstable region.
Yeah, but Georgia is very quiet, very stable, and very peaceful. A lot of internal peace. No internal security issues. None.
Georgia, before it was taken over by Russia, was known also as Georgia, or was known by a different name?
It's always been known as Georgia, the state of the Soviet Republic of Georgia. Yes, although in Georgian language, it has a different name. It's not called Georgia, it's called Sakartvelo. That's what the local Georgians call Georgia.
And the capital, this is what I was going to ask. What is the capital of?
It's called Tbilisi.
Tbilisi.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you were mentioning your earlier the outreach that Georgia extended during the last typhoon Yolanda. Would you like to share it with us?
Yes, ang Consulate of Georgia arranged for some donations from the country of Georgia itself, at saka some from England, some din, to be sent to yung town of Palumpon sa Leyte para makatulong doon sa pag-rehabilitate ng lugar. So yung rehabilitation ng library nila para sa mga bata, yung mga tools, mga blankets, of course, dahil kulang doon cooking utensils kasi kulang sa gamit.
Even toys, no? For the children.
Toys for children.
Moving forward, as the Georgians here in the Philippines, no? How do you see the relationship even develop in the next few months?
Very strong. In fact, we have some, our initiatives here in the Philippines to promote Georgia ongoing. Like every month, we've got film festivals, road shows. I or Norma are always, invited by universities and colleges to talk to the students about it. And we do this at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. And in November, we're actually I'm going to bring a Philippine artist to exhibit in Georgia. So he'll be the first Philippine artist, Pancho Piano, to exhibit in Georgia. He's a visual artist. And we're also going to be participating in the Tbilisi International Film Festival. See, Director Brillante Mendoza, one of his movies, we're going to bring it there and we're going to show one of his environment-friendly, environment-themed movies in the Tbilisi International Film Festival, among other engagements. So we really have a lot of projects to bring the two countries close together.
In terms of business, relationship with the DTI and the big business houses here, is there any prospects that you're looking at?
I'm glad you asked that question kasi ganito, yung as we said, yung Georgians, they don't have that much business or manufacturing to speak of.
Yes.
Nakikita nila tayo, malaki tayo eh. Instead, yung kahit yung mga backyard industry, they're bigger than what they have in Georgia. With the DTI's help, with the Center for Industrial Competitiveness, with the Director Boy Fulgencio, we're tying everything together with them, with the Ministry of Trade in Georgia, para magkaroon ng communication in between kung paano ang investment doon, paano sila pwede pumunta rito. Ganun ang ginagawa.
Gaano kabilis magtayo ng business sa Georgia?
Very fast. Maybe 2 weeks. You could set a business in a week,
even less, because they have this one-stop shop policy. In fact, it's very much transparent. Pagdating mo pa lang sa airport, meron ng mga brochures, nakikita mo kung paano magtayo ng business doon eh. And they have their own export processing zones as well. So land is not much of a problem doon sa lugar na yun.
And investors can avail of mga tax holidays. They can repatriate their profits 100% for free. That kind of thing. So the things that we enjoy, that investors here enjoy, are also available there. So I think these are kind of like universal, so to speak, in a lot of countries trying to promote trade and investment.
And right now, is Georgia is part of the EU, or is undergoing process of
not
becoming
yet?
a member?
Although they're very close to the EU, our Prime Minister Irakli Garibashvili said maybe in 5 to 10 years Georgia could be a member of the EU. Although wala pang date really, but really, I mean, behind the scenes, a lot of initiatives are being done to bring Georgia closer to the EU. We're actually very much closer now than we were even 5 years ago to the EU. So that could happen 5 to 10 years.
Is there any plan to invite maybe a minister over from Georgia to pay a courtesy call to our leaders here, or even a minister from the Philippines to visit Georgia in one?
Occasionally, there are officials who come here, as well as officials from here who go to Georgia. I think Secretary Paje went to Georgia a year and a half ago. So there are those top-level, high-level exchanges. But like in January, we have a big education delegation coming, private sector education delegation coming from Georgia. And Norman is actually spearheading this because he's working with Lyceum of the Philippines University to take care of this delegation. And sa amin, in our experience, when you involve the private sector, I hate to say this, but a lot of times you get things done faster. No. And you know that. You know that.
I know that. I was part of the
There you go.
And with regard to, well, you mentioned schools, no?
Yes,
You have
yes.
tie-up with schools. Is the calendar the same? Because
Norman.
Oh, okay.
here we're
Good
the
question.
college is
Good
changing
question.
just
Good
to
It's
adjust
different.
outside.
It's different. They start in September then. That's one of the things that we're studying right now. Kung paano magta-tie up kasi, di ba, there are exchanges.
Yeah.
That's actually held us back from pushing exchanges
Remember-
with students. It was
Yeah.
the difference in
We started
Calendar.
this discussion in 2012. It's now
Okay.
2014. So we're trying to tie these things up. Para ano, kasi mangyayari kapag sinundan natin yung schedule natin with their schedule, titigil ng one semester yung student,
bata,
for
eh.
example.
Oh,
no? So,
mahirap.
mahirap eh.
Oh.
So right now we're looking at possibilities on ways on how we can go about this.
Well, inurong na.
Yeah, but it's starting to adjust with the K-12. no?
yeah.
So it's starting to
Inurong na
adjust.
natin ng
inurong na August na
August
yun
na
eh.
ngayon eh.
August, di ba?
August na.
Malapit-lapit na.
Malapit na.
O kung August yan, okay lang. Pero there are still some that are in June or July eh.
Really, for education exchanges, it's not because of lack of interest. There has been interest. It's because of that calendar year difference that really has kept us back. Hopefully,
The schools are the ones that are concerned about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, any parting words? First from Norman, and then we'll go to Buddy.
We invite those who would be looking around for, say, mga places to go, as I said, castles and old-style European or medieval worlds. But syempre, hindi nyo iiwanan yung mga iPad nyo at saka iPhones. Yung mga
Kasi may
smartphones
Wi-Fi
yun.
doon. Kasi
May
may
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
eh.
Pwede
So
ka
please
mag-Facebook.
come to Georgia. It is a different country. It is a good country to visit. Ang ganda nito.
Buddy?
Yeah, well, first of all, Erin, I want to thank you, and of course, I want to thank UNTV for giving us this opportunity to showcase Georgia to all of you. And I want to tell you that Georgia, as Norman said, is a beautiful country. It's a wonderful country, and please, I hope this conversation has made you more interested in Georgia. And you know, we in the consulate, we maintain an open door policy. Our doors are always open. You can come visit us. You can come call us if you have any questions. And of course, visit our website, www.georgiaconsul.com, and we're also on Facebook.
Any other telephone numbers they can
They're on the website. They're all on the website.
The
Absolutely.
easiest way to find
Easiest.
the website. Thank you very much, Mr. Thelmo Cunanan, Honorary Consul of Georgia in the Philippines, and Mr. Norman Camungol, Director of Educational Cooperation Programs ng Honorary Consulate of Georgia. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, kasama ang mga nangunguna sa pakikipag-ugnayan ng bansa sa ating kapwa, saan mang sulok ng mundo, anumang oras, anumang panahon. Sa ngalan po ni Kuya Daniel Rozon for Frontliners, I am former Congressman Erin Tanada.